He plays any era. Seems like a pretty damn good era.
Absolute crickets for Triple H. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It's the last time is now. Big John in Boston and Triple H and Cody Rhodes both hanging on to his coattails. It really was quite embarrassing. And that's where we began, right? When the intro happened and you just, it's time to play the game. And Triple H came out. You knew he was there for one reason only, and it was to milk every last bit of star power out of John Cena. They had just to be. Look what I did, guys. I can't stand the guy. This is because they've hit record low ratings on Raw, record low ratings on SmackDown. Attendances are down across the board. It's a desperate attempt to stay relevant. And you know what? I could actually accept this if Triple H was an on-screen character, but it ain't. If you've noticed it, Triple H only comes out now when it's a positive for the company.
Yeah,
and he leeches onto it, an attendance record or whatever.
Yeah, attendance record, a new venue, a WrestleMania host, or stealing the spotlight off the last true big star in professional wrestling. No reason for Triple H to be there. When Shawn Michaels was retiring, was Vince McMahon always there? No. When Ric Flair was retiring, was Vince McMahon always there? No. But of course, this is John Cena's hometown, and Triple H knows that John Cena's going to get a huge pop in Boston, and therefore he's got to be the guy to introduce him. What was the need of Triple H in this ring, in this segment? Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Oh, but they need to make a match with Cena and Adam Pearce could have come out on the stage and did that.
Yeah, no, this is. So this is simply Triple H just trying to make himself feel more important than what he is. I honestly believe him saying Cena is the greatest of all time has got nothing to do with Cena. It's all about him. It's because Cena's like the only guy that's like legitimately there under his reign. Like, I know The Rock had a match, but that's all he had, a match. Cena's had like a full year. He wrestled a lot of dates a couple of years ago under the Triple H regime as well. Honestly, this is Triple H just spinning his own web, his own narrative, so to speak, and he's out there. I just can't stand he has to be the most egotistical bastard I've ever seen in this sport entertainment world. But anyway, moving on. John Cena comes out. I don't think the Cena promo was that good, to be honest. It's just him ranting and raving about this tournament. He announces that at Saturday night's main event, it's going to be like the young talent taking on like the guys on the main roster, alluding to his first steps in WWE when he slapped Kurt Angle. Only problem is there's nobody on NXT that's John Cena, and there's nobody on the main roster that's Kurt Angle.
I was going to say old versus new, but I mean, you've got people on NXT that are almost 40 years old, so I mean, it could be old versus old at Saturday night main event, but you're right, it's like there is nobody in NXT that I look at thinking, right, they're going to be the next big breakout star, and there's nobody on the main roster except for Cena and Lesnar for these people to work with. Look at like the top guys they've got. Look at the people that are likely, because let's be honest, you're not going to be getting the CM Punks and the Cody Rhodeses versus the people for NXT. It's more likely to be the likes of your Solo Sikoas, your Pentas. There's going to be guys like that, and it's like, how are they considered? How are they? Just, if anything, those guys could easily be fucking on NXT. This is not like your class of OVW, where you're going to have Orton, Cena, Batista, Lesnar, and they're going to be taking on like Taker, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, Rock. That's not what we've got going on here. We've got a bunch of guys on the main roster that aren't over, taking on a bunch of guys from NXT that aren't going to get over either.
I think the only good thing I can take from this is that it probably confirms that Cena's not going to be taken on like a Gunther. Because if your whole pay-per-view, or PLE in this instance, is based around old versus new, then you can't have 48-year-old Cena against 40-year-old Gunther, who's already an established guy on the main roster, albeit he fucking sucks. Gunther doesn't need it. I mean, it's like if you're going to give it to someone on the main roster, why not give it to like Braun Breaker or something? A guy, yes, he's on the main roster, but he definitely needs a victory to propel him in the right direction. giving it to Gunther makes zero sense, but they did reveal that it's going to be Gunther versus Jamal Evans next week. Is it Jamal? No, Javon. Javon Evans next week. I don't care for that, but here, Gunther's back, damn it. Cena talked about how his first WWF show, they censored that. Wouldn't be the only censoring of the night, but out came Dominik Mysterio. He's like, here, I don't get interrupted by old men. I interrupt old men's celebration, so I don't care what's going on here. It's not important as me. Big John then's like, right, you're Rey Mysterio's kid, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll allow you to leave, but you're not going to do this to me in the garden. This is Boston, Massachusetts. And then, of course, like a bit of back and forth, and then what happens? Triple H just has to stick his big nose in between two of them, and he's like, oh, I agree with Boston, because they were chanting like, shut the fuck up. Just Triple H, man, just every single thing has to be about him. He's like, no, let me get a referee, and let's get to work. But Triple H ain't an on-screen character. He's nothing. As you pointed out, this has to be Adam Pearce. But no, why is it not Adam Pearce? Because it's fucking Triple H wanting to put his nose into Cena's business and stay relevant. See, back in 2008 when Ric Flair was on his like retirement, it wasn't even a retirement tour, it was because McMahon put him in a fucking storyline. It's like, here, next match you lose, you're gone.
Yeah, when was the last time Triple H booked a match?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
But this is like, obviously, right, this was not going to fall flat on its face, because you've got John Cena in his hometown, the crowd's going to be hot, he's against Dominik Mysterio, let's face it, is one of the better guys on the roster. It's a belt Cena's never won, so you've got that element, and it's the fact that Cena can lift a belt. Triple H has done this to make himself look great. This is like him trying to say, oh look, you all doubted me. Well, guess what, guys? I've just booked John Cena to beat Dominik Mysterio for the IC title. I'm the man in his hometown, 4 dates left. I'm the guy that's put the cherry on the top of this Cena career. I'm the guy.
I mean, I would have been all for Dominik being Cena's final match, but I don't think that's going to happen now, because I just don't. I think they'll want his final match to be maybe someone he's not wrestled, or at least to feel fresh. I don't think you're going to have Cena wrestle a guy next month that he's already wrestled in the past few weeks, like, so I don't know. Either way, we get the match. Should have been announced for later on. Should have been the main event, but for obvious reasons they don't do that, because they've got Cody Rhodes backstage and he needs to interact with Cena. Triple H needs time to do the whole finger point of doom. So yeah, we get Cena versus Dominik. Decent match. Dominik cheats, gets the steel chair involved, the Eddie Guerrero shit. And then he does a frog splash. Cena just completely no-sells it. Rolls through. AA. 1, 2, 3. Wins the match. There's also a spot where Cena made him tap out, but the referee was down. Cena's the new champ. Grand Slam champ, to be exact. Yeah, I mean, it was a good opening. It was an okay opening. Best opening you're going to get. But the show just went downhill from here.
Cena just shows you everything they've missed since the 17th of September when WrestlePalooza was. Or when it was run about that day anyway. It was just he is John fucking Cena, guys, right? He is a guy that is one of the best of all time. And when you see him interacting backstage, like how much of jobbers did the likes of Jey Uso and like Priest look like back here?
Yeah, and the presence of John Cena, a real star.
Yeah, and they're clapping away. Yeah, it's just cringe. It's like, see if you compare it in like 2008 when Flair retired and you had them all paying respect. They didn't feel inferior to Flair, but it truly felt like seeing Undertaker. He didn't feel like a jobber.
No, it felt like
Flair's holy equal. Shit. Undertaker is paying respect to the 16-time world champion. This felt like a bunch of students around the master. And Cody Rhodes, your last time in Boston, I wasn't going to miss it. They shake hands. And guys, if you want to see an image that sums up everything wrong with wrestling, Cody Rhodes has got the world title and Cena's got the IC. That tells you all you need to know.
They should be flipped.
No, they should be flipped.
Like a burger, just get it flipped.
You know, see 15 years ago when wrestling was already on the decline, Cody Rhodes was a decent IC champion. That's all he should ever have been. Because he actually had a decent character back then, dashing.
Yeah, he's got nothing now.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Just his bleached blonde hair like a fucking loser. Anyway,
I know what I liked about Cody Rhodes back then. He wasn't just, oh, you're the son of Dusty. That's essentially what it is now.
He was his own man.
Yeah, dashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Now he's just Dusty's son.
Yeah. No, see, I think though Orton kind of did the same thing. He was his own guy, really. But then once he got kicked out of Evolution, he flopped for a bit. Then they stuck him with Cowboy Bob Orton again. They feuded with Taker.
Yeah, but
obviously Orton's better than Rhodes, right? I'm not saying they're even fucking comparable, but
you're not going to be a star if you're only known for being someone's fucking child. Look at David Flair.
Oh no.
Now, people could argue that he'd have been even less successful if they never addressed the fact he was Rick's son, but I think if you're simply known as somebody's son, I do think that limits as far as you can go.
Of course, because then you have to do better than them. But when they're already at a certain level, it might be hard to do.
Like, I do feel like Charlotte kind of did try and distance herself from Rick, even though she used his robe, used his theme, used his figure four, used his catchphrases. Apart from all that shit that she stole from him, I do feel like promo-wise, she never really mentioned her dad, even though she like stole everything from him. But with fucking Cody, it's almost like every 2 minutes he's reminding you his father's the American Dream.
Yeah, then he's like crying about him. Wouldn't be the last time we saw the American Dream on the show, right? Second match, Damian Priest versus Rusev. Right, ranted on this in the preview. I'll reiterate. Two guys going fucking nowhere in their 40s. Why are these two? Why is Cena's? Why is this PLE themed around old versus new when everybody in this tournament's ancient? Apart from Javon Evans, by the way.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a few people in it we don't know the age of them, but yeah, I mean, right now it's looking like everyone's fucking old.
Like Rusev, 40. His peak was 11 years ago. Who cares, right? Priest has to go down as literally the worst world champion. Well, see, I don't think his run was that bad, but in terms of world champion, like, level, he's not it. He's close to like a Jey Uso for me. I mean, look how bad he is.
Would you say Damian Priest is worse than Jey Uso?
It's close. I mean, I would say his run was much better than Jey Uso's, but I don't think Jey Uso's going to feel like as much of a jobber as Damian Priest feels. I mean, Rusev just beat him. I mean, Rusev literally fucking beat him. I mean, where do you go for that? But that's the thing. Damian Priest is 44, 45. There's no need in keeping him around. Just get rid of him.
Yeah, what a waste. Damian Priest was never going to be the guy to retire Cena. But neither should Rusev, to be honest. Rusev couldn't do it fucking over 10 years ago and he was better and more relevant, so why should he do it now?
Exactly, right. Adam Pearce is talking.
And he had a tank back then. What's he got now? He's got nothing. No, but they've stripped the tank away from Rusev. They've stripped the nationality. They've stripped the fucking hot wife translator. Everything that made Rusev stand out and feel like this dominant, antagonistic force, this foreign force, they've stripped everything away and Rusev's now just a guy that wrestles. Yeah, that's literally all Rusev is.
There's no USSR in Rusev anymore. Right, Dragon Lee AJ Styles. Boring. They come up with some name. Adam Pearce is like, oh, that means dragons, Unreal Dragons. I don't know. Who cares, man? Boring. Right, then Becky Lynch punches Maxine in the cutum and she's
next week, rematch apparently. How many times have we seen this? Yeah. Or how many times are we going to see this?
Right, they revealed a couple of action figures. I can't believe the way Joe Testori labelled Hulk Hogan here. He went WWE legends such as Hulk Hogan, R.I.P., Dusty Rhodes, John Cena, and Logan Paul. And it's like, hold on. WWE legends such as Hulk Hogan, R.I.P. No, who the fuck do you think you're talking about?
Yeah, if he's just another here's a throwaway guy that is, had a half decent career.
You wouldn't be sitting here talking about these figures at this arena and beside this ring without this guy.
Yeah, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And then Wade Barrett's having Logan Paul punch them all out. It's like,
see if he turned but see if he's like we've got WWE legends such as like the late great Hulk Hogan, rest in peace. I have no issue with that, but he said R.I.P. like it was the most throwaway R.I.P. I'd ever heard in my life. It's something I would expect Jim Cornette to say about Vince Russo. The way he said it. Just fucking half-arsed.
Yeah, as if he's not like a real legend or...
R.I.P. I am that guy. Anyway, Logan Paul Punk segment, right? Punk comes out, talks a load of shite. He stumbled over his words about garbage. He was like, oh, piece of garbage. What about garbage? Just fuck off, man. Paul comes out. Then the Fission come out. And then CM Punk. Well, I mean, Logan Paul, first of all, talks about Mayweather. And I thought he was going to allude to the fact that, here, I lasted it with Mayweather. You got beat in a couple of seconds by a couple of no-names.
True, but
Mickey Gall and that other guy.
Mayweather purposely had the fight last 8 minutes so it would go longer and he could make more money.
That is true, but what would Punk rather?
I don't know, but you're kidding yourself if you don't think Mayweather could have went in and just fucking chinned Logan Paul in round 1 and got him out of there.
Yeah, but from the kayfabe world of professional wrestling, they can't turn around and say... It's not like Punk's response can be, aye, but that's only because Mayweather let you. It's like, hold on, here, this sport you're in right now is fake, so you can't really use that, you know what I mean?
True. It's funny though, because I remember Stephanie McMahon buried Punk for only lasting like 2 minutes, but now in today's era in wrestling, it's like Goldberg was a bad guy according to Gunther because he only lasted 3 minutes. So it's weird. In the real sports, if you last a long time, you're great. But in this sport, if you last, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, the logic in wrestling should be that if a match goes long, it's because two guys are evenly matched, right? Not because you're shite. It's retarded. Because Goldberg beating people in 3 minutes and under is a good thing because it makes him look good.
Yeah, I mean, he's far superior to them.
But if he's taking on Hulk Hogan, it takes 20 minutes. That's not the same as taking on Ultimo Dragon for 20 minutes.
What would Gunther know about professional wrestling? Anyway, moving on.
CM Punk says that. Well, hold on, no. Paul Heyman turns around and says, "I hate you. You're the most despicable person. Yeah, the only thing that could make you worse if you were AJ Lee standing in that ring." And then Punk's like, "Oh well, if AJ Lee was here, she would batter all four of yous, leaving yous in a pile of blood and piss." And you know, there's no comedy element here. This is no. Why have they got to shoehorn AJ Lee into every show, right? And CM Punk probably fucking believes that AJ Lee could do this. I would pay money to see Braun Breaker versus AJ Lee.
Yeah, AJ Lee would beat the 4E up and leave you bloody and pissed. Really?
No, what is like I say the recent, he's been doing it for 2 years. Why is CM Punk just mentioning AJ Lee at every show? Or my beautiful wife that I don't see because I'm sleeping with Roxanne Perez and half the other women, she's sitting at home with Larry on the couch, just like every other jobber across the world, unless you live in a third world shithole and you cook your dog and you don't have a couch. You know what I mean? I just, what's impressive about that? I can go downstairs, right, and pet the Jakester and sit on the couch with him. Does that make me a main offender? You know what I mean? See, Austin loves his cats. Did he talk about them in '99? And not because they weren't alive then, right? Because they've been pathetic. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the cat dad, would not have got over. So CM Punk, the loving husband, even though he's not, and the loving of a fucking rat animal.
Well, Stone Cold can be a cat guy now because he's fucking retired, you know?
Yeah.
And if he wants to post pictures of his cats on Instagram, he's entitled to do that, but him doing that in the Monday Night Wars would have just handed it WCW the victory. That's what that would have done.
What would have been good here, right, is if Braun Breaker grabs the mic and he's like, "Punk, I'd snap your wife in half in more ways than one." A bit of heat. But no, nothing. Those four just have to sit there. And, oh, you're right, CM. AJ Lee would batter us. And I'm not talking about AJ and Dragon Lee. No, I'm talking about 4'7", 100 pounds.
Yeah, because like Scott Steiner would have said something along the lines of it. You know, I would bend that. You know, like 5'2", 100 pound. I'd bend that woman over in the ring or in the bedroom kind of deal. Or maybe more it's a Ric Flair comment, but either it's just you're not going. Oh no, that's derogatory. You can't say that about women. Oh no, definitely not. I think it's derogatory against four grown men, to say that some woman would beat them and leave them bloodied. Yeah.
And then Punk's like, "Oh, but I guess the job's up to me. There's 5 of you and I, but there's 2 of you, Heyman. Let's go." But it's just pathetic. What star in wrestling history would say his wife could batter the opposition?
Fucking none.
I mean, it buries everybody involved. And Punk just he has to mention his wife. Do you think Punk's fetish with mentioning his wife is due to his guilt or something?
What? Sleep
Because
around?
the guy sleeping around. He's like, oh, maybe that's the deal. You're allowed to sleep around and you put me over. And where is AJ Lee, by the way? Almost 2 months since her last appearance. That's good though. Right, Jey Uso then came out wearing I'll say wet. He was wearing this awful green attire, by the way, and it's like no pop whatsoever. He's died on his arse as Jey Uso.
I mean, Cody Rhodes comes out, but is he really over, or are they just like chanting the song? Either way, at least they still interact with Cody Rhodes' theme song. Now, yeah, Jey Uso never had his theme song. I think he just ran
I
it.
bet you that's why they didn't play it, just so they do
Not to not overshadow Cody.
Because no, that's all they're about. They're all about glazing Cody Rhodes.
But then again, I suppose the crowd can't really chant along with the whole yeet thing if Jey Uso isn't coming from the rafters and he's not doing the whole yeeting shit.
Well, he came from somewhere, didn't he? Anyway, this sets up War Games. They're backstage and Punk just shouts, Regal! And Regal comes in and says War Games. So where'd Regal come from?
Yeah, now listen, maybe Regal saying War Games is supposed to be iconic or whatnot, but here's the thing. Nobody fucking watched NXT Black and Gold. So, it's irrelevant.
Not like Ron Simmons saying damn.
Yeah, no, a lot, yes, we all know Regal, but we don't really know him. We don't know him from NXT or saying War Games.
Yeah, like, I associate William Regal with saying like a million other things other than War Games. Like stuff he'd said to Jerry.
Also, it's kind of weird how, I'm pretty sure, seeing the NXT days, I don't know, I didn't really watch it, but I know Regal was the GM. I wonder if Regal did all the important announcements. Or was it Triple H? I'm going to assume because McMahon was it back then, he was like, no, you big-nosed fucking fraud, that's not how you run a show. Regal's the GM, so he's the guy that does the decisions. I wonder if Triple H did that shit back then. Or would Regal have been the kind of guy that came out and did all the important stuff?
I think it would have been Regal, and McMahon would have kept Triple H in place.
No, the way they say about, Vince Russo was great, but McMahon needed to reel in his ideas. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking McMahon was reeling in Triple H's NXT ideas, even though he didn't give a shit about it.
Yeah, bang on the money, right? Third match, Stephanie Foucault versus Raquel Rodriguez. Do not care for this. This women's title has never felt worse, in my opinion. Stephanie Foucault is an absolute nobody. Her tattoo is shite. You can put horns on her. You can colour her red. It just puts me to bed. There's nothing here. All there is Triple H probably rubbed her nose with his nose when he came back, when she walked back through the curtain. If he wasn't too busy fucking rubbing oil on Cody Rhodes. That is.
Well, I think she's a decent wrestler, but who cares at the end of the day? I mean,
no. You say you think she's a decent wrestler, right?
Well, I do. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I do think she is decent.
You're entitled to think that. Who ain't on this roster? They're a dime a dozen. Her and Julia's the same fucking person. Nothing sets them apart. Apart from maybe the title reign Julia just had. You could call up anyone for Chile or South America and claim it's Stephanie Foucault. I'll believe you.
So you think there's no difference in quality between ring work with people? No.
For the most part, no. I think they all wrestle like robots. Like when you watch John Cena put on a match, it's different to like Rey Mysterio. See when these people put on matches. No, obviously Raquel Rodriguez is different because she's fucking taller and works around that. But anyway, Nikki Bella turns heel. Oh, look, I ripped my red top off. It's black.
You know what? I actually think Raquel Rodriguez is pretty good for her size, and I think she works a different style. And when you're that kind of size, I think you should be working that way. I mean, that's what Kevin Nash literally did, criticise her for that in the past. And fair play to her. She could have, said to Kevin Nash, I'm better than you, or my knees haven't went yet, but she actually took his advice on board.
Well, if she said she's better than you, then I'm better than you, that would have been fucking a bone-faced lie. Right, we got a brand new WrestleMania 42 teaser. The dealer's firing out cards, and Cody Rhodes is just talking absolute. Oh, I've took some hits. I've sat at many tables like this. I've went on a few times. Don't want to waste any of your time. I'm built for this moment. And everyone after it. It's anyone's game at WrestleMania 42. I hate this guy, man.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Could you honestly make playing poker look less cool?
No. I mean, poker, to me, it's something better to play and not to watch, but I used to watch poker back in the day, like some of the World Series, and you'd see people playing for like big stakes, and you felt the tension.
No,
Cody Rhodes just makes it feel really cringe.
That's true, right? I accept that, but I think poker for me is at its best when it's done in entertainment format. It's again a TV show. Like, see when Robert Patrick's losing all the money in The Sopranos, I think that's good, right? So,
you know, even the APA, they were playing cards back in the day, and you never really seen what they had. You know, it was just the illusion that they were playing cards. But with Cody Rhodes, it's actually showing you the numbers. Oh, a 2 and a 4. I'm in a bad place here. I've been dealt a bad hand, but I've always went all in and survived. It doesn't make you a skilled player, does it? Going all in?
It's fucking scripted, Cody. Reel it in. Right.
Also, hate the ring announcing for title matches. It's just another way to slow down the pace and drag everything out. Like, how many world titles... Was it not Rock and Austin, Mania 17? Did they not literally start throwing fists and brawling as soon as Austin got in the ring?
Pretty sure, yeah.
No, but it used to be the announcer would announce the next match, the following match is for the whatever title. And then when the entrances are coming out, it would be the challenger weighing in at 200, The Rock, and then Austin, down out. It's, you know, the weighing in from Texas, weighing in at 254 pounds. He is the WWF World Champion. Stone. It just felt much more intense. See, now it's fucking garbage.
Also, her ringing, it's just cringe. The emphasis on words, it's so over the top. Hard Finkel gets straight to the point. So did Lillian Garcia. It delivered. It was.
See, that's what it showed. And also, like, why did they use that? They almost use that, like, John Morrison kind of camera, don't they? You know, the visual effects. No, you know the way John Morrison came out and he posed. It was slow-mo.
Yep.
It's almost, they use something similar to
I
that.
think it's like a 4K camera. I don't think they film in 4K, but they do it for that bit in 4K.
Well, it looks fucking shit and phony. It looks crap.
Well, it does.
Like, even in real fights, see when they're announcing title, people don't stand there and taunt and pose. They're pacing around the ring.
No, I know. Obviously, this is fake, but that's.
And they're not even looking at each other. It's like seeing boxing. Like, sometimes you would see people like be staring each other down, looking across the ring and all that shit. Seeing this, it's just they just stand there, staring off into the distance, waiting on their wee queue. It's embarrassing.
No, it's embarrassing. Speaking of embarrassing, Natalia is going to be a special guest on what do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about it, we'll move on. Right, 4th match, Sheamus versus Nakamura. Just, I mean, you thought Rusev Priest was boring and old? Well, this is even worse. I mean, at least Sheamus has got history with Cena. Some decent history, I'll give him that. He wins. I mean, all Nakamura's got with Cena's dropping him on his neck.
Aye, which should have got him fired, to be honest.
Yeah.
There and then. Oh, McMahon, he was being mean, he was livid with Nakamura. Well, no fucking wonder. It's a franchise player, and you're damn near paralysing him in the ring.
Right, Adam Pearce grabs some balls, just like Nick Aldis did. It's going to be the ring general versus the young OG of NXT, Yvonne.
And then for the second pick, he just completely copied Nick Aldis for SmackDown. Looked at the ball. Oh, I'm going to keep this one a surprise, and that's official. No, honestly, Raw and SmackDown are so fucking parallel, and they are just so predictable and so like watered down and formulatic that they have to like whatever SmackDown does, Raw has to do. It's the same fucking show now, because SmackDown got a mystery opponent that was getting kept. The reveal was being kept for next week. Now it means that Raw has to get a mystery opponent, and the reveal is going to be. I mean, it's tit for tat. Like it's copy and paste. This is so fucking bad. Oh, Road Dogg's a shite writer. Aye, who's the main writer on Raw? You tell me they're not just as bad? It's copy and paste. It's literally copy. It's like honestly, it's like the person that writes Raw, they'll write it in red font, and they'll fucking send the file over to Road Dogg, and he'll just load up the file and change the font to blue, and then insert
maybe a wee bit of italic or something.
Insert different names. Oh wait, Raw's got CM Punk. I take his name out, put in Cody Rhodes. Oh, Raw's got the Judgment Day, you know, fucking take out name, Judgment Day, insert MVT. It's the same fucking shite.
Right, John Cena next week. MSG. Last time for Big John. We're down to 3.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think of the good old days, man. SmackDown and Raw always felt different.
Yep.
Whether it was from the roster, the titles available on the show that you could win, the commentary team, it was just different. See now, yeah, they've got 2 commentary teams, but let's be honest, they feel the exact fucking same.
I wouldn't accept it, but I'd be closer to accepting it. See if Raw, cause it's on Netflix, kicked off with the wrestlers arriving to the arena drinking their coffee, but SmackDown did it the old way. Then I think you could say, well, you know what? At least they're trying to make Netflix feel a bit different for SmackDown. Something like just wee subtle changes like that, but you got nothing.
You know what? Why not make them different? Why not make them? Why not actually why not make them majorly different? And then whatever show seems to be getting favoured, go, oh, hold on, they seem to prefer this, so why don't we go in this direction?
Yeah, but if you do,
but it's almost like both shows are getting fucking worse, and they're just copying each other. Oh, what's this? How do we start Raw? About 10 different people arriving, 10 fucking jobbers arriving with their suitcases with their coffee cups. How are we going to... we'll just do the same thing for SmackDown. But see, instead of Stephanie Fakir arriving with a briefcase and a suitcase, she's not on SmackDown. I know. We'll just have Tiffany Stratton arrive with her suit. Oh, fuck off.
But that's the worst. Yo, man, is you go back to like the Monday Night Wars.
Wait. Cody. We had CM Punk arrive on Raw with a coffee cup. So we need to do the same thing we on Smack. But I don't like coffee. What can we do? Cody can arrive with a cup of tea. That's it. That's the one. Oh, we're cooking now. No, that's fucking garbage, man.
See,
it's copy and paste.
It doesn't matter. See in the Monday Night Wars, right? See whichever one didn't open with the wrestlers arriving drinking Starbucks, the other would have won.
I think later in 2003, especially when Batista comes back, so like 03 and 04, when like Evolution's like officially like a 4-man band, all you really hear is people complaining about like Raw was kind of known for the show that opened up with a 20-minute Evolution promo.
Yeah.
And SmackDown didn't.
But that's a
good
thing.
That was just like one difference. And people preferred SmackDown over that. Because SmackDown would traditionally not open with a 20-minute fucking faction promo. Even when JBL had his cabinet, I still don't really recall that shit opening SmackDown for 20 minutes.
No, neither do I, but it's fucking main event time. Right, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss lose to the Kabuki Warriors. Why did they lose to the Kabuki Warriors? Because Nia Jax came out and fucking flattened them with her tits.
I think it's mental, by the way, that with 4 dates left, John Cena's wrestling a match and he's not in the main event because of the women's tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, yo.
Now, obviously, it's not really the title match that's the reason this is main eventing. It's purely because they're bringing back Io and Rhea and they want to announce War Games. And if you thought the War Games announcement for the men's match was bad, I mean, this one fucking tops. It's just
yeah, but why are we pretending that War Games triumphs John Cena's last ever title win in WWE?
Well, it doesn't, but Triple H seems to. But like you said as well, I mean, they wanted to have Cody backstage with Cena. You could have, you still could have had, you could have had Cody backstage with Cena before the match. You could have had Cody be like, you're a real champion, John. It's time for you to become the Grand Slam or some shit like that. Some fucking bullshit. I mean, if they really wanted Cody and John Cena to interact, then they could have done that.
I think Dom will join the Vision and Cena will join their wee team.
Possibly. Anyway, Nia Jax and Lash Legend come out. They cause a distraction. Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow off the top rope on Charlotte. Gets the 1, 2, 3. New tag team champs. I think it's the correct decision. I think best friends fucking suck. And I don't think the Kabuki Warriors are great, but I think you're more likely to get an interesting promo out of Asuka than you are anything to do with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte at the moment.
I'd agree.
Then Nia Jax is in the ring, and she's wearing like they're not in their ring gear. They're just like wearing their like I guess what you'd wear on an average day or whatever. And it looked like she wasn't wearing a bra because her like fucking cleavage was bouncing all over the place. And you could see it, and then she like bends down to do a move or something, and then the screen went black for 2 seconds. So obviously like there was a wardrobe malfunction. And it's different if you're just going to be out on ringside and you're just there to cause a distraction, or maybe to do one move on the outside. But see if you know that you're going to get in the ring and actually wrestle, should you not wear something a bit more appropriate, something that's going to be a bit more like compact and keep everything together?
No, this is just a disaster, and there'll be no repercussions for this whatsoever. It's like, cause see now in WWE, there's just they can wear whatever, they can get whatever tattoos, they can change their appearance, and I mean obviously in yesteryear, this is '99, no one's going to care about this, right? And here, I mean, I'm not gay, but the fact still stands. Nia Jax should not be out there in a loose top with her flab bouncing about and her tits bouncing about.
Yeah,
like, it's sheer incompetence. Like you should not wear that attire.
Like if you got a female Fally or whatever back in the day, and she's just there to be the manager, just there to be on the outside of the ring, and she's wearing a dress. Maybe she doesn't like wearing underwear, right? And that would maybe be acceptable if you're just on the outside and you're literally just going to stand. But if you know that you have to get in the ring, you're going to be brawling, you're going to be bouncing, and you're going to be taking spots, and you're going to be laying on your back, then you'd think, oh, fuck me, I better put some underwear on.
Yeah, no, exactly. And there's no payoff to this spot. It's simply just an accident. And they've had to censor it.
And they did it on SmackDown as well last week. We're seeing this way too fucking often. When did they ever have to do this back in the day?
Well, what happened on SmackDown?
It was fucking Charlotte Flair's match, and it was against Asuka or whatever, and black screen for a few seconds.
The fuck happened there?
And then they came back, and you seen like Charlotte fixing her top or whatever. This shit happens all the time now.
Just an absolute mess. Anyway, looks like Gunther's nipples are going to be taking on John. Absolutely sickening.
Anyway, Io and Rhea then come out to make the save. Io comes out first, then Rhea comes out. This is my brutality. They get in the ring, they clear the ring, and then Rhea hits a crucifix powerbomb on Carrie to the outside. They call it the Razor's Edge. I fucking hate this. It's only a Razor's Edge when Razor Ramon does it. It's only a Stone Cold Stunner when Stone Cold Steve Austin does it. It's only a Rock Bottom when see the Rock Bottom in the bookend. Practically the same fucking move.
No.
But the bookend's called the bookend because Booker T's doing it.
How good's a bookend?
And I'm pretty sure he only correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he only started doing it because he was feuding with The Rock.
Yep, no, but how good is like the name of the bookend? It's like the end of the book, the final chapter.
And it was like an imitation on The Rock. It's like, ain't it? Like, kind of like sticking it to The Rock, getting one over on The Rock by hitting The Rock with his own move. And then it became the bookend. Fucking would have been shite for years. Imagine Booker T winning titles. Booker T, King Booker won the title with the Rock Bottom. It's like, what?
I know,
no.
But even if they called it the book bottom, it would have been better. I mean, but
the point is that they had a Booker T spin on it. Now, I just hate seeing. It's like Hardcore Holly. Was he not for Alabama?
Hit you with the hammer from Alabama.
And that's why his slam was called the Alabama Slam.
Well, see, my problem here is that Rhea Ripley just gets on the mic and says War Games, and that's it. Well, that's booked this 4-on-4 match.
Like, see the RKO? That's just a cutter. It's like fucking Diamond Dallas Page. He never hit an RKO. He hit the Diamond Cutter. What a great name that is, by the way. The Diamond Cutter.
No.
I don't think that's a great name.
Oh, fuck, it's brilliant.
Randy Orton.
It could cut diamonds up.
See the RKO? I think some of his promos have been fucking diabolical, and I hate it. I'm going to hit you with the three most... More like, I'm going to hit you with the three most boringest letters in the industry. But
TKO?
Here, TKO for sure. But RKO is actually a fucking amazing name for a finisher. It's literally KO, knockout, but because he's Randy, he's just putting R RKO, and when he hits it, you're knocked out.
No,
it's a great name.
It's genius.
It's a great name.
That's what you used to get, guys.
Even if I think he kind of butchered the name of the finisher because he kept cutting promos on it, where the whole point of the promo was just so he could finish it by saying RKO.
Hey, what about the end of this? Because she says war.
No, but hold on.
No, but
wait. No, when did the best wrestlers of the past literally just carry on a promo so they could end it with Stone Cold Stunner? Rock Bottom. No, when did The Rock and Stone Cold ever cut a promo with the emphasis being on their finishing maneuver?
Was there no pay-per-view called The Rock Bottom? Maybe he's like, I'll see you at Rock Bottom.
You get my point, man.
No, I do get the point, right? Get my point. Rhea Ripley, War Games, just says war, and that's it.
Alright, grabs the mic, War Games, drops the mic.
No, I remember Survivor Series matches back in the day. They would actually put a bit of effort in. The leader, right, would have went round recruiting people. I feel like you're the best to get this job done. But what you've got here is half the competitors can't speak English, so it's hard to get an answer at them, and the other half are boring bastards, so they've just got to say War Games and that's it. Awful build. It's lazy as fuck, man. And you know what? Get it right, round Triple H. See him saying at the beginning of this show, when the crowd were loud, by the way, it's a pretty great era. Crickets. Listen, just did you hear that? That's what happened. Silence. Get it fucking right, Runham. Because that was utterly embarrassing. He could have just... You notice the way, though, like, he could have actually just strung that out at the start of the sentence and said, oh, it's a pretty good era, we're in a pretty good arena. But no, he purposely leaves the gap for people to pop.
Aye, for the era, and nobody popped.
Aye. There was a way to redeem that, and it was say them all in succession. But he said them leaving for a pop, and he got no pop. He looked at the camera. It was the deer in the headlights.
I know what, Triple H. No, yeah, but you see, like, he can't list the errors one by one. Because even this fucking current generation, even though I do believe that tonight you may have had a more old school audience for the fact that it was in Boston and it was John Cena's last time, I have a feeling that maybe tonight I think the audience tonight, there was a more likely chance that you're maybe getting people that haven't actually been to a wrestling show in a long time.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Because they just wanted to be there to see Cena. But
some guy travelled 8,000 miles. He didn't do that for the women's main event.
But see if Triple H named one by one all the names of the different eras. See the pop that the Attitude Era would get compared to this era. It would make him look like fucking shit. So he's never going to do that.
No, I know. Seems like this is a pretty great era. Anyway, rating time.
It's not even a good era. It's the worst. It's the worst era.
I know.
It's a shite
Hands
era.
fucking down, man.
It's the pishest thing we've ever seen.
Yeah. Right.
Almost as pish as the Philadelphia Eagles Green Bay Packers match tonight, which was 0-0 at half time, by the way. And when you take over 42.5 points and it's 0-0 at half time, you know you've been royally fucked.
Not quite my free each draw at half time, was it? And then someone fucked up. But anyway, less on that. That's like McMahon giving Triple H the keys to the kingdom, and that's what he's done. He's killed the ratings. He took them under a mill. Right, I have no doubt, by the way, that this rating next week will go up because it's Cena.
Yeah, this will do it. If this doesn't do above 2.3, I will. I'm not gonna say delete the channel, but
it'll do about 2.6, 2.7.
If this doesn't do a 2.5 million, I will donate. How many memberships?
5.
25.
No.
I will donate. That's how much money is that? That's a lot. 150 quid.
Yeah, well, we were one of the fears.
I will donate 25 channel memberships on this Raw rating video next week.
I'll put it this way.
So, guys,
it's the only reason I had it on.
Yeah.
If Cena wasn't on it, I wouldn't have watched it.
So there you go.
Because I was watching Tulsa King. Then I seen on Twitter that Cena had already come out, so I switched channel. That's what Cena is, though.
Yeah, but you don't do that for anyone else.
Yeah.
Apart from Brock.
Aye.
But WWE's losing on it. No, but I'll put it this way. See if you were watching Tulsa King and Roman Reigns is there or Cody. You're not. You're continuing to watch Stallone. But Cena's there and you're like, you know what? The guy's only got... I'll give Cena the benefit of the doubt. I'll turn over. So there you go, guys.
He's probably got more episodes in him than Stallone.
25 channel memberships next week if Cena doesn't get above 2.5.
There we go. Right, does this show get above a 2.5?
Absolutely fucking not. I think I gave last week a 2 Can't remember why.
I'm gonna give it a show or two just for John. I'm not gonna degrade the guy with a 0.
Yeah, no, I mean the Cena Dom stuff was no bad. It was only really good thing on the show. It was only acceptable thing on the show. I thought the tag match was very fucking botchy, especially the sequences with Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
Asuka's so old.
Just you didn't mean that, John Beale.
I did. No, it's funny though. See, Asuka's so old. See Nia Jax. I actually think see Nia Jax's face.
Is Nia Jax not 44?
Yeah, she doesn't even look. Her face doesn't look that bad for 44, but she's so flabby and just old and slow. And
Charlotte must be almost 40,
I think she is 40.
if not above it.
She must be.
You're dealing with a bunch of fucking old people here. Carrie Sane's actually 36. I thought she was younger, but nah, just a bunch of old people. You know, Alexa Bliss is past her prime and still the youngest person.
Yeah, Lash Legend's probably 47 or something.
Yeah, even Io Sky's 36 or 35, something like that. I mean, you're literally looking at it's like an old. Then you look at the men's side. Punk 48, Juso 40.
No, but no, it's
Cody's
insane, right?
About to turn 40.
We should be a couple of years away for being able to say there's been a world champion in the 2010s, and you may be laughing. Why can't a woman win the belt in 19? Like in 2029 or something, and she was born in 2010. We're at a situation where there's been no world champion for the men's in the 90s. That's unacceptable.
So there's been, so there's been no world champion that has been like 35 or younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
Every single person that's won a title has been born in the 80s.
Mental, absolutely mental. Anyway, guys, 2 out of 10.
Aye, 2 out of 10.